welcome Skip Stone, the CEO of Stashlogix. Skip, are you with us?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
I can. Take her away.
All right. Let me grab my presentation. And first, I'd like to say thanks, Jim, for hosting this. And been a lot of great presentations. And Justin, love what you're doing. We're doing something very similar, but more in a lifestyle brand play. So I'm Skip Stone, founder and CEO of Stashlogix. We make the best stash bags in the world. They are thoughtful, secure, and discreet. Thoughtful because we include features that no one else thought of. Secure because our patented bags have a lock to keep kids safe. And discreet because we seal in the odors with special zippers, gaskets, and liners. And they're specifically designed to not look like a stoner product either. That's because we're targeting the new cannabis consumer. That's the business people, the athletes, baby boomers, soccer moms. That's where we see the real opportunity. And related to the hemp industry, a lot of our products are made with hemp. So a lot of the products you see here are hemp fiber-based products. So anyway, speaking of opportunity, we're raising $1 million at a $5 million valuation. It is a Series A round, equity round. We have 690,000 of this round raised, so we have 310 left to go. So let's dive into what investors want to know about. I'm going to quickly run through the problem, the market, competition, traction, our financial model, the exit, and the team. So first, the problem. Keeping kids safe from edibles has always been a driving force for us. Edibles need to be locked up around kids, end of story. But historically, cannabis storage has focused on padding. Cannabis is much more than glass pipes. Cannabis is dirty and smelly and sticky, but it's also beautiful and fragile and powerful, and it's not for everybody. So Stashlogix was created to address all of these challenges, whether it's road trip to visit the in-laws for the holidays and you want to bring your cannabis, or it's a camping trip with family and friends, or just a night on the town, Stashlogix has you covered. And it turns out you're not alone. There are actually 220 million worldwide cannabis consumers, and a recent Marist poll showed that 50% of them are parents, and these numbers are expected to double in the next 10 years. So we have a niche and a massive market. How are we going to compete? Well, we already have competition. It's dime bags, skunk bags, and riot bags. And however, they're targeting the stoner demographic, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just we see the real opportunity is to skate to where the puck is going, not where it is. So our brand is talking to the parents, empowered women, business professionals, athletes, and people who love the outdoors. People like us. We're a Boulder, Colorado company. People relate to our lifestyle brand because it's aspirational and it's authentic. And it's working. We've now sold $3.3 million worth of weed bags, and we don't even include the weed. It's supposed to be a joke, but it's true. We've sold $3.3 million starting in my garage a little over 4 years ago. So we're getting good at this, and it's working. And as a result, we're now cash flow positive. We're running 60% gross margins this year. And we've done this all on just $590,000 of invested capital. We get ROI. And our brand is really starting to grow, to build online. In fact, 3 out of the last 4 months have been our best online sales months to date. And if we can thrive during a pandemic, then there's really not a lot that can stop us. At the rate we're growing, we expect exits to happen sooner rather than later. Seeing that we have an early connection to this new cannabis consumer, we think we're going to be prime target for an acquisition. We're going to be acquired by whoever values brand. And they want to partner with the best. So the team that's going to deliver that exit is myself. I'm an engineer. I founded the company to address my own needs with 2 young kids in the house and Colorado newly legalizing cannabis. I designed a prototype of a locking cannabis bag, an odor-proof bag, and enrolled for the first class of Canopy Boulder, a business accelerator, first of its kind for cannabis-specific businesses. There I met my lead mentor, Steve Norman. Steve is a serial entrepreneur. most notable of which was he co-founded and was the first COO for Einstein Bagels. So he knows how to run complicated businesses and how to scale up. After
Skip 5 minutes, 60 seconds left.
After Canopy ended, Steve joined the team full-time. He was our first investor and has been in the trenches with us every day. Blair has an MBA, and she keeps the trains running on time. And Isaac is our young gun marketing guru who knows how to pull the right levers to build our brand online. So with that, I think we've ticked off all the investor boxes. All our ducks are in a row. We're ready to scale. We have $310,000 left to close the round. With this capital, we're going to be putting it into online marketing, where we see $4 of revenue for every dollar of ad spend. And we're going to be firing up our distribution channel, which has been very successful for us in the past. All of this is going to further our mission of normalizing cannabis, of breaking the stigma. And we're doing that by just helping people organize, store, travel with cannabis, so they can avoid the life of judgment that all cannabis consumers have to deal with. So with that, please go to our website, Stashlogix.com, check out our innovative line of products, and that'll take any questions from investors.
Skip, well done. Within seconds of your 6 minutes. First question, I'll turn it over to the other investor judges, but this isn't your first time here. Have you raised any money since last time we saw you?
I have a good couple investors that were interested, some of the investor judges, so we're in conversation. The last pitch was probably 3 weeks ago, so as you know, it's kind of hard to finalize things that quickly, but we do have, in a couple weeks, our lead will be coming in for 400,000, and we're trying to close it with that last 300,000. So some good conversations going. Yeah, I think our valuation is extremely low for what we've accomplished in a short period of time.
Excellent. Thank you for the strong finish. Judges, any questions for Skip?
Skip, you talked about valuation. What did I miss? I thought was it raising a convertible note?
It's a Series A equity round,
yeah.
$5 million valuation.
Okay.
Skip, you mentioned one of your exits is to get rolled up by another company that values brand. Any thoughts where that might come from? Are you having discussions with that opportunity?
With exits and other brands?
Yeah.
You know, we see the exits could come from a lot of different channels. It could be a distributor that we have that may be interested in purchasing us. That happens a lot. What we really are kind of striving for more so is to capture an outside lifestyle brand, bag brand, apparel brand that wants to get into the cannabis industry. We have all the distribution, industry presence, industry credibility. So that's kind of what we're gearing up to. We haven't had a lot of those conversations because we have a lot more to accomplish yet. We've done everything in just a little over $500,000 of investment. So to date, there's a lot more to accomplish.
Good answer. Judges.
Skip, what was your year-to-date? You've done 3.3 million in sales thus far. Well, how much of that for this year, and how much of that last year? Yeah,
so we had a strong year a couple of years ago where we sold 1.2 million. A lot of that was through a distributor in Canada, one of the best distributors up there. So we have a huge presence in Canada. Canada's been a challenge and has slowed way down. So that distributor has not been firing for us for the last 2 years. So we've had to change our model up. So now we're mostly online. So we've switched from being primarily distributor to primarily online. So now we're at about 80% online, 15% to wholesale, and 5% to distributor. So that's kind of our blend right now. And we think so that's a question I have for some of the judges is, what do you feel is more valuable, an online revenue or distribution revenue? I think both accomplish something really important, but our focus, we really like this online play. It's a bit more scalable in our eyes. So and to answer your question, we've sold about 600,000 so far this year.
Yeah, Skip, if you're already profitable and you're seeing $4 in revenue for every $1 in ad spend, that's pretty interesting. What are the margins in the business?
Well, we're 60% this year. To date, throughout inception, I think we're about 55%. So we've held strong margins. This year it's been better because it's been online. However, we have been offering some sales. Through the pandemic, we weren't sure how things were going to go, but we've actually been thriving. So yeah, we've got some products that we hit at 90%. Other products we're hitting it on a retail channel. Others we're hitting more like the 70%, but pretty strong margins.
Yeah, with those kind of margins, if you're seeing $4 for every dollar in ad spend, that seems like a pretty scalable business pretty quickly if you can get to those customers.
Yeah.
I like the model. Nice job.
Thanks. Yeah, I agree. Our dilemma here, because it doesn't make sense to raise money with those numbers, but we're right at this break-even point where salaries, inventory, and marketing are all competing for each other for our capital. So more capital will allow us to really scale this. So
I like the online margins, but I also like the brand awareness that can be generated via the in-store. So you've got about 50 seconds left. Is there anything that you wanted to make sure that the audience was aware of? Anything you're proud of? Or why don't you round us out with some great commentary?
We have a lot more to talk about. I've talked mostly about our cannabis angle. We have other things going on right now through other channels, travel, and also opioid stuff as well. So that's interesting. I guess I'd love to reach out and talk to anybody that has interest. I think we've accomplished everything we've done has been in-house, from graphic design to all sorts of custom programming for running our business. A lot of interesting things going on. I'd love to talk about it more.
Excellent, Skip. Very much appreciate you being here. Another job well done.